Hey there guys, how you doing? My name is Drew and this is a 2022 presentation of S Group, Sincere Systems, SSG, whatever you want to call it. I like to go by S Group here, okay? So in this video, guys, I'm not super computer techie savvy kind of thing, so just deal with me throughout this video as I navigate around things here. But by watching this complete video, guys, it might be 40 minutes long, it might be 50 minutes long, it might only be 30 minutes long. You're going to learn everything that you would possibly need to know about making that decision if you want to join S Group or not. Or, it might be for you, might not be for you, but by watching this video, I can guarantee that you're going to know everything you need to know. Okay, so we'll get going here. I'm actually not going to use this PDF. I went through the PDF English presentation, and I took all the screenshots here and I put little notes on them to remind me things, and also to remind you that there might be a link below in the video description that you need to click to get to a certain page, to do the data and check the proof for yourself and all that kind of stuff, so you can make an educated decision on if you want to join or not. Okay, so we're going to start off by saying this, because I think this is one of the most important things here. Is that if you're based in the US, you cannot go and create an account here. You can't be a member. There is a way around it, is to have a friend or a family member that you're close to actually go and have a partnership with an account. So that person would be outside of the US and he or she would actually own the account. And then you just have a partnership there with, if you wanted to promote and team build and stuff like that, you could do it together kind of thing, right? So, I have some people on my team that have decided to do that are US based, is they basically just have their family member team up with them kind of thing, and then they promote together as a team, okay? So just saying that, getting that out of the way. So there's, if there is any US people watching this video, I'm not wasting your time and saying that at the end of the video, or you're messaging your person you're looking to join, and then they tell you that months later. Okay, so I'm just going to log into my account here, guys, because I find the best thing for me to do when I'm doing this sort of presentation is actually show you inside the website and then refer to the pages for the English presentation that they give us there. Okay, so you can actually see what I'm talking about in the website. So just logging into my account here. So I'm in my back office there. And we're not going to talk, in this video, we're not going to talk about investment and, we'll talk about like investment plans and stuff, but we won't go over the tabs on the website and all that kind of stuff. That'll be in an overview video, and the person you join most likely will have a video they can share with you once you create your account. An overview video of how to just navigate around the website and such. So make sure, whoever shared this video with you, make sure that, you get back to them and ask them for an overview video, or to help navigate around the website, make it a lot easier on yourself. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot over to my desktop, and I do have some stuff here prepared for, the most commonly asked questions. And the first thing I'm going to start off actually with is who are the owners of this company? And this actually, what I'm going to show you here, guys, the owners of the company, it's not included in the English presentation that you're going to get if you just, ask for a presentation through the website of, how does stuff work or whatever. So this is kind of a little bonus here that I want to go over, because for me, one of the most important things is to know, like, okay, if I'm joining a website, and you just saw in my account there, I have a $50,000 account, which is the maximum investment plan in this system here. You can invest more than that, but for me, that's very, very good, is a $50,000 level plan here. If I'm doing that, and I'm not just putting in $100 and crossing my fingers and hoping for the best kind of thing, if I'm investing a large amount of money, I really want to know, like, okay, who owns this company, all the questions and stuff, like how does it work and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to answer that question here in this video. So there's actually 4 people that own and have their name on the company and manage things. This guy down here, Vadim, okay, and I might make some pronunciations of the names wrong, because they aren't English names, they're Russian and Ukraine names here. So Vadim, he's kind of the ringleader, the head honcho of the S Group here, okay. And then there's Sergey. Sergey is he's actually married to this woman here. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing her name because I know I'll mess it up. but he's married to her, and the company's actually registered under her wife because he's based as well in the UK, and the registration, which you'll see later on here, is actually based in the UK. But I do want to say something right off the bat here, guys, is that, by me saying, hey, yeah, the company's registered in the UK, in reality, that doesn't really mean all that much as long as it's not registered in the US, okay? Because I want to explain this as well here, because this will help explain why they don't accept US members and you can't create your account if you're US based, because in the US they have something called the SEC, and this company's it's a Forex trading company, right? Where they trade for you and it's an investment type thing like that. But for us, English-speaking members, all members around the world can fund with any kind of currency they want. They can use cryptocurrency, they can use USD and that sort of thing. But for us guys that are not, in Ukraine, Russia, those countries, we're basically limited to just funding with crypto, okay? So right there, if you don't know anything about crypto, or you never use crypto, you might want to get back to the person who shared this presentation with you and just, ask them how to get crypto if you want to get going in this thing. But with the US SEC, guys, they actually have regulations where you can't make an investment through a website if it deals with cryptocurrencies, which is like Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that. So, you might be a member right now in a website that deals with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin stuff that's US based. And, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. So what this company here does, guys, is they don't even mess with the US, okay? And that's kind of how I like to say it, is they don't mess with the US, because the US has created a lot of problems. If you've been online for a while, you know that most US-based companies, they actually go down in a matter of months or years, okay? So this company, of course, has been going a long time. They've traded trading data going back to 2018. I'm going to show you guys all that stuff in this video. So the last guy here, his name is Roman here. And really the person I want to focus on this video, guys, just to introduce you to who the owners are, is Vadim. Because actually Vadim is a face in the public. He's a really, really high respected entrepreneur based out of Ukraine. Okay, so we're actually going to go and we're going to Google him. We're going to look him up, and you guys will see how successful this guy is. He's really the face of the company. Like if you go to one of their events, he's the main guy. He's the guy that does the most talking at the events and stuff like that. But these are all, they're all really good guys. And if you ever see some video from the events and that sort of thing, you can tell, who they are, even if you can't understand what they're saying, because they don't speak English at the events, right? So we'll get back here and we'll go and we'll open up a page in Google. And I just, I feel this is really important, guys, that you understand this type of stuff. And I know that in a normal presentation of a company, they're not going to go over who's the owner and that sort of thing. But for me, guys, I've been online full-time, investing, promoting, I've tried basically every way of making money online over the last 13 years here. And this is one of the biggest things for me, is I want to know, as I said before, guys, like who owns the company that I'm going to be promoting, or who owns the company I'm going to be investing through. It's extremely important. So we'll shoot over here. And this is my favorite thing to show people who ask me this question, is like, who is this guy? Who's this Vadim guy? So you can see here, and these links I'm going to show you are actually in English. So when we first started promoting this back in 2020, this has been going since 2018, but when we first started promoting back in 2020, guys, basically the only content material with him was in Russian. So now we've got some English content with him. This is by Forbes. Forbes is everybody knows what Forbes is, right? It's a pretty big, of course, in the old, back in the days, it was a magazine stuff, but now it's mainly online here. So you can see here, they've got a big story right up about him, and just, he's had success since he was the age of 18. Okay. So with IT, and of course he's in Forbes. So he's I don't exactly know how much money he has, but he's probably close to, billions of dollars or so like that. So anyways, that's him. And there's a ton of content here, guys, what I'm going to show you about him, but we're just kind of go through it quick. And what I'm going to do is in the video description below, I'm going to put all the links to the different pages and websites that I go to, just so you can, go for yourself and look at it and, see all the different web pages that I'm going to here. Okay. So, here's his Instagram. Some people like to look at Instagram stuff. You can rip through that if you want. That doesn't really matter to me. Here's another website about him here. And, this is just more about his success and stuff like that. This is Yahoo Life. Yahoo's a web browser, and, they do news and stuff like that. So you can read up on that. And if you simply just go and copy his name and do a Google search, you'll find lots of stuff about him as well. And if you can spell that in Russian, then you'll find even more stuff, right? That's what we had to do at the start before we had all the English content. So now we're going to shoot over here, guys. We'll go to YouTube and we'll just see some YouTube stuff here. So basically why I'm showing you this video here, and hopefully my internet speeds up, it's just this links him to video. So you can actually go and watch video. It's not in English, I'm sorry, but it's just, a little bit more about his success and stuff like that. And it's, 11, 12 minutes long there. And here's another video. This one here is actually uploaded by someone that's on my team. We'll have to wait 5 seconds to get through it, but he uploaded it there. He's on my team, and he found this. And this was just a Russian news interview, and there he is there just doing an interview. It's all in Russian, so it's hard for us to understand, but you can just see that he is a public figure, and it goes back to what I was saying there, that it's really important to know the owners of the company and such if you're making such a big investment, or you're thinking about, I want to actually build my account up from thousands of dollars to, whatever you want to build it to, okay? And then the last one here, guys, this actually links him to the S Group company, because you can see here, Sincere Systems is one of the names the company goes by. S Group, I like to call it S Group. This is a presentation, and this is actually on their S Group British Investment Fund page, and you can see there he's actually doing the company presentation, guys, where he goes through this. Once again, this is all in Russian that he's doing it in. So, once again, we're English speaking, so that's why I'm making this video. Okay, I'm basically doing in this video here what he's doing in his video there for the company. And another thing I'd like you guys to do is just go to their YouTube channel, okay? Click on videos, and you can see, you can find videos that are years and years old here, right, about the company. And, it's just not him going and doing the presentation or the owners doing the presentation. It's, people around the world, different languages. You'll find Spanish presentations. You'll find German presentations. You'll find, basically almost every single language here. You'll find presentations for. Surprisingly, there's not a ton of English presentations. Normally they do maybe one every couple months or once a month. They'll have an English presentation, but you can find those on this channel. They basically just read off a PDF and go through their presentation there. But you can see there, I just saw, there's a Spanish presentation there. Okay, so of course, if you speak another language, you're having a hard time following me, you can come to this channel and find a presentation in your language, get through it. But once again, make sure you get back to the person that shared this video with you and ask them about joining, and they'll help you through the process of funding and being an active member inside S Group. Okay, so now that that's out of the way there, we know that, the owner of this company and owners are actually real people. And, that's the first step that you're going to want to make when looking into a company is that kind of background check on things. Okay, so we'll go back to my screen here and we'll go to our first screenshot. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go through this and make this video in order of what I feel is most important when I'm looking into a company and I'm making that big kind of educated decision of why do I want to do this? Why do I want to invest? Why do I want to join? And, the first big thing for me is who owns it. We covered that, right? Okay. Second biggest thing for me is how are they making their money? Okay. With investing online, you're going to come across a lot of things. You're going to come across legit companies. You're going to come across totally fake companies that the owners seem to, or owner seems to just every 3-4 months create a new business. And after a while, people catch on kind of thing. So you get, companies like that. They're just, 100% scam companies that open up members fund and then they don't make anything out of it. And then you get companies out there that are a Ponzi scheme based company where the money going in is actually paying the money going out. So what do I mean by that is a member is funding, a new member's coming along, they're joining, they're creating their account, they're funding, and then the withdrawals that are being processed are actually the funds that the members are funding. Okay, so that's considered a Ponzi scheme. So if we were just to go to the front of the S Group website and read about it, and you didn't come across a video like this, or you didn't have, someone to explain to you and show you that this thing is 100% not a Ponzi scheme, you would most likely think it is a Ponzi scheme. Okay, but I'm going to prove it to you right here in this video, guys, over the next probably 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll have no doubt in your mind that this is not a Ponzi scheme, and why I would invest $50,000 of my dollars into this thing. Okay, so that's proof enough for me out there. Is hey, this guy's got 50K in his account. He must know something. Okay, so as you can see here, guys, they have a trading partnership with DDS Incorporated. Okay, so what is DDS Incorporated? Okay, so what they're basically telling you here is the S Group company does not actually trade on the investment funds. Okay, so when you go and you fund through the website, or you use your earnings to compound and build your account, make new investments and such, there's not a team of guys sitting there that work for S Group and they're trading on your funds. Okay, what actually happens is they're using a company to actually trade and place trades and do all the trading for you, basically, okay? And this DDS company is they trade for hedge funds normally, okay? So hedge funds, big banks, big money. And you actually need $5 million as a startup to trade with DDS. So someone like me, I don't have $5 million. Most likely you don't have $5 million, right? So most likely, if you don't have that kind of income in your life or money in your life just sitting, in your account or whatever, you can't trade with, a professional company that'll trade for you, okay? You can basically, I've seen lots of companies where you go out there and you pay a membership and they'll trade for you, or, cross your fingers, hope for the best, kind of thing like that, guys. So basically, they're using DDS to trade for them, and you need about $5 million to trade with them. And this is how they got the $5 million, okay? Because you think about it, if this is a company and they just start up, they don't have $5 million from day one. So how would the people be making money from day one? So think of this, guys. This is absolutely amazing when we look into this here. And I'm gonna take you to the DDS website. We'll look around there, and I'll show you that. It's pretty awesome what they did here. So actually what they ended up doing was, I believe I have a screenshot here. I think it's this one here. Yeah, so this is their registered capital there. I know this is just a screenshot, guys. If you want proof of a website and stuff like that, I probably could get it for you. But for me, this is enough, because when I go to the DDS website, it tells you how much capital you need to trade with them, and it's actually 5 million euros. Sorry, not dollars, 5 million euros. And so how they got this together, guys, was actually the owners of the company. They started a trading pool. Like the four of them started a trading pool in 2018 with $5 million. And they were amazed about how great it worked, and they're happy with it. And then they started the actual owners of the company, guys. They started inviting their close friends to it and family to the trading pool. And that's how it built up. So actually the owners are the original investors in this company. Okay. In my 13 years online, guys, I've never heard of anything like that. So the owners have $5 million that they put in here to get the thing going. Of course, they were the only ones in it at the start. And then 2018, they invited their friends into it. And then actually 2 years after that, that's when the public, they call it a public pool. So that's when the actual company of S Group, SSG, Sincere Systems, whatever you want to call it, started. Okay. It was in about 2020. I'm going to show you all that data here, guys, going back from 2018 to 2022. So that's why I'm saying this video is probably going to be 40, 50 minutes long. Who knows? But it's a pretty cool story, guys, if you think about it that way. And as I was saying, I've been online 13 years now. I've never heard of anything like that, where the actual owner of the company I should say owners in this case, they're fronting $5 million to start this business. If that's basically what they did. And that's something there. So this is a screenshot here, guys. We're actually going to go to the DDS company. And you know what? I think I'll just show you on the website that actual screen there, because that was just an image off the website. So this is the DDS website, the company that does the trading for them. All links are below in the video description. So, if you ever want to, go to this website on your own, you can just go with video description, click the link in the video description there, okay? So you can rip around this website, if you want, just rip around it. But basically here, guys, is the partners, okay? And you can see there, Sincere Systems is a partner there. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Deutsche Bank, some big names here, guys, are partners with them, right? Okay, so that's pretty cool. We're not going to spend all day on this page, but I do highly recommend, come to this website, guys, check it out. It'll, just kind of give you, that oomph to maybe get going if you're sitting on the fence, is just by knowing this, these type of things here. Okay. So another thing here I'm going to show you is, get back to my screens here. Okay. Which once again, kind of doesn't really mean that much to me, but I do want to leave you the link to the website that they're registered on. So this is a registered, as you remember at the start of the video there, I said one of the owner's wife is based in the UK, and that one of the owners is based in the UK, of course, but the company's registered in the UK. Okay, so I just want to show you that, and then of course the link to it, okay, is in the video description, and it's right here. So if you actually look up the company and stuff, and the owner and that kind of thing, you'll notice that it's the Sergey, the one owner there. It's his wife. Okay, it's a woman's name that I couldn't pronounce, but I showed you in the screenshot there at the start of the video. So for me, guys, this kind of stuff doesn't mean all that much, but I know a lot of people like to see registration and that type of thing. Okay, so the biggest thing for me, bigger than a company's registration, is their reliability when trading, and if I'm funding something, like, is my money legit in it? Okay, and here's the big thing, and here's a really, really big thing, and hopefully I took a screenshot of it. Hopefully this is it right here, I believe. So this is kind of something that you probably won't know of unless you're a trader, unless you're trading in the stock market or any kind of market out there that's an asset class, is an LET, or sorry, an LEI, sorry, legal entry identifier. Okay, and you can just read that there. There's their number for the legal identifier there. And basically what it means, well, you can read it to understand what it means. What they're trading on is all tracked. Okay, so everything they're trading on, every movement in the account and stuff like that, it's all tracked, and it's tracked by the government. Okay, well, I shouldn't say government. It's a company that the government tracks as well. Okay, I'll say that. And that's another reason probably why they don't want to work in the U.S., guys, is because the restrictions, as I was saying before, of the SEC, and that it's so strict, and that, I hate saying stuff like this, but kind of like, I'm not a U.S.-based person, right? So when I talk to my U.S. friends, it kind of sounds like their government doesn't want them to create wealth. Like, it's just insane and crazy, over there. If you've ever worked online with the U.S. companies, guys, it's nuts. So for me, this is a really good thing, guys. And actually, this here means more, like they're saying this in their presentation. The screenshot here with they're leaving their number and stuff there, the 17442. That means more to me than the actual registration of the company in the UK. Like, so which, I don't think too many people would talk about something like that in a presentation, because not too many companies would register, showing everything to the government, right? Most companies don't want to do stuff like that. So that's that. Okay, so we're going to get into this here now, guys, and probably, the next thing that someone might ask when they're thinking about investing and that sort of thing is this type of stuff, right? Oh, we got to log back into the back office. Is about the investment, the time old question. Hey, if I have this much, how much am I going to make that sort of thing, right? So I'm just going to log into my account now again, and I might be logging in and out a lot of times throughout this video, so you're going to have to get used to that. But I want to use the actual back office and those screenshots from the presentation to give you guys a better picture of, so you can visually see the back office and what I'm talking about and that sort of thing, okay? So what I like to go over in my presentation videos here, guys, is to prove to you that this thing is not a Ponzi scheme, as I was saying at the start, right? That's one of the most important things for me is how do I know my money is doing the right thing in here and it's not just paying someone else's withdrawal? Like, how do I know that? Okay. So as I've said before, guys, I've been online for 13 years. I've basically seen it all. I've been through a lot of things. I've had my ups. I've had my downs. I've been through it all, guys. I've done it all online basically here. And I've been in Ponzi schemes. I've been high up in Ponzi schemes. I've promoted them. I've done all this stuff, right, online. And here's the big thing, guys. If you've never been in one, then you don't really know what it's like. But if you have been in one or two or whatever, we promoted a lot of them back in the days, right? Before there's just MLM basically going on out there until investments came along. And you'll notice what I'm saying here in the video will make a lot of sense to you if you have been in that type of system, okay? So you'll notice here, these are the daily earnings, the daily income, okay? So I don't want to go out there and kind of blast something for myself, but what I like to do with my promotion, guys, is I go and I track my results and I put them out on YouTube like every single day or once a week. I'll put my results out. Okay, so hey, this is what I made today, or hey, this is what I made this week, and I track through this for also, for promotion, of course, and for when I can go back in time and I can see, hey, yeah, this time last year I was making on average $30 a day, and then this time right now I'm making maybe $200-$300 a day, kind of thing like that, and I'm tracking the results and I'm tracking the process, and that's really good for me. So by me doing that, what I ended up noticing was that there's one huge difference with this system here and the normal typical Ponzi scheme investment system. That's like, some cryptocurrency investments, some revenue share sites, some hypey sites, some, those sites out there, guys, that seem to always be failing and, everybody's pumped and excited about them, but then 3 months later or a year later, they're gone, disappeared kind of thing, right? So what I noticed here was that the earnings, like take this day here, for instance, guys, back in 2020, August, I believe 14th of August, 2020 there, we got 0.10%, okay, which is really, really, really low, 0.10%. So with my $50,000 at 0.10%, I might make like $40 or something that day, which is hardly anything, right? But then we have days like this, okay? So this day here on July 2nd, 2020, okay? We did a day that was 2.12%. So my 50K at 2.12% would make, well over probably around $800 or so. I know that sounds crazy, but I'll show you some results here, guys, of what, like, say, around 0.70% or so. I think we had a day that was 0.70% this week, and it's, well over $200 or $300 or something. So, at 2.12%, Ponzi schemes don't do that, guys, because as soon as they do a day where they do a 0.1%, they start failing because that model of funds going in to pay out the withdrawals no longer works. It no longer works, right? Because everyone would stop promoting because they're not getting the result that they're promised. Hey, you're going to make 1% per day or whatever it is, right? So that model stops to work and then it fails, okay? So as you can see here, that's a normal, typical thing for S Group, guys, is to be all over the place. Is earnings, some days you're making 0.55. Then a month later, you'll make a 1.33% day, a month later here or 2 months later or whatever that is, it made a 3.1% day. 2 months later, we had look at this, 0.02%. My 50K would have made I don't know, $15 that day. Okay. But then this day here at 3%, if I can get back there, 3% there, I would have made over $1,000 or so, right? So that's how it works out, guys. It's all over the place. You don't know what you're making the 5 days a week. You know, when it comes to you, you know how much you're making, okay? And for me, that's the strongest point that I can say, this is why I joined, and this proves to me that this thing is not a Ponzi scheme, is because there's years and years of data here. This is not the official, like, this is all their data. This just goes back to 2019. When's that? November 19th, 2019, right? This data here. I'm going to show you data later on in the video that goes back to 2018, the actual start of 2018. So the full 4 years of data I'm going to show you here, guys, because it's very important to see that stuff. So for me, that was it, guys. That was my turning decision. When I realized this, that I was going to make a big investment in here, and I wasn't just going to, keep my account at $5,000 or whatever kind of thing, or $100 or wherever it was at the time, right? So that's a very, very strong point for me, is that, they can have extreme days like this up here. Can't get to it, but there you go. 1.1 is down here. So you can see that's probably around 3% or so up there. And then the following week or 2 weeks later, 0.33% day, right? Once again, if that was a Ponzi scheme, if that was some kind of investment where they actually weren't, profiting off the investments, making money for you, it wouldn't last. It would fail because everyone would stop promoting it. And if people stop promoting, then people stop joining. And if you're getting paid with other people's funds that are coming in, there's no funds to pay you out. Okay. So very, very important stuff. So when you create your account, okay, and we're not done yet, please keep on watching the video, guys. I know that might be enough for you to just be like, okay, hats off, I'm going to go create my account. But please finish watching this video, guys, because, I've been in here for, we're going on two years or so now. So, I don't want to say exactly 2 years. When did I join? Give me 1 second. I got to think about this. October 2020 is when I joined. So there you go. Okay. So you can go like this. You can create your account. You can come in here. You can check the per day stuff. Okay. You'll find lots of videos on YouTube that'll back up the data of what they're saying here. The per week stuff. Okay. You can look at that. Okay. This will give you an idea of how much you can make. Like, say, for instance, you want to make a $5,000 investment. That's what I did when I first got going in here, when I made my actual investment. And we'll talk about testing and we'll talk about investing and the difference between that, because I'm a true believer that you shouldn't just go all in on something unless you want to test it. Unless you test it first, right? So we'll talk about that also in this video. So you can see here, guys, this is the weekly chart, okay? And by looking at the weekly, the monthly, the daily, you can get a really, really solid idea of the potential earnings in here, okay? So when I'm promoting this thing, I like to give below average monthly income, okay? So for instance, the actual across the board average, if we look at the monthly chart, is 14.34%, I believe, or 14.13% or something like that, right? I like to say 12 to 13% on average. But you can get your own average if you go across here. We're at the 6th day of this month. That's why we've only made 1.69%. It's down here, but at the end of this month, it should be around, 12 to 13% or 10% if it's a low month. But you can see on average, guys, if you draw a line there, it's a little above 14% there. Okay. So that's some good data to go off. We're going to go and we're going to jump into the big data right now, guys, because I think that is important. For people that are watching this presentation, we'll go over to the report page. Okay. You saw how I got to that. So you can go and actually create an account. Make sure you join the person that shared this video with you. And you can look at all this data here. Okay. So you saw how I did that, right? I got to this page here. And we're actually going to go, and this is the last update. This was updated in September 2021. They update this about every 6 months. So if you're watching this 6 months from 2021, which is coming up in about 2 months or so from when I'm making this video, there might be a different update. Okay, so I just want to warn you about that. So if we go down here, guys, you can actually see all their trades from 2018 till 2021 September, okay, which is insane if you think about it. There's so much data here. So I'm not going to take the time to just do this all the way down the page because it's going to take me probably 10 minutes to do that. So I'll just come over here and grab this, guys. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. The link to join the website, with your sponsor who you've selected and all that kind of stuff is in the video description below, okay? So please go create an account, check this stuff out, okay? Because this is really important stuff. So before you join, guys, before you fund, you want to look into this stuff, okay? Don't just pass it by because you saw this video, right? Okay, so you can see here, this data here, and this data is backed up by the data above that I just scrolled through, right? So February 2018, so the start of 2018, guys, look at this. This is insane. There's so much data backing up this company, okay? So this data here, this February 2018, is actually when those four owners made their investment into the DDS company of that 5 million euros. Okay, so that's what that is. This is not members pool funds. Okay, members pool funds, and I have a screenshot of that. I have to go to my Facebook to get it, I believe. Oh no, it's on my phone. Here, wait. Let me just send it to my Facebook really quick. I'll send it to my wife, and then we'll go grab it, and I'll show you the dates for the investment stuff. So we'll go here. Sorry, guys. I forgot to do this before I made my presentation. There we go. That's sent to her. And now I'll actually go to her Facebook, and I'm going to show you guys the screenshot just so you can know the exact dates of the company, when it was started, when the pool started, all those kind of things there. Okay, so I'll just go to her Facebook account here. Okay, and then the messages, there's her message that I sent her. Okay, so this is it here. So artificial intelligence. So basically the DDS company uses bots that are managed by people. Okay, any big trading company is going to use bots that are managed by people. So people are actually programming them and that kind of thing, and then the bots are trading for whenever the market's open, right? Big companies, guys, they're not going to have someone trading behind a desk. They're managing a program that's trading for them, okay? It's not like in the movies where you see like people, doing that kind of thing. So you can see here, guys, this is blurry. I'm sorry. I just realized how blurry this was. I blew the picture up. But the artificial testing with the owner's 5 million euros was tested for years, like a couple of years of testing, which is really cool. The private pool, okay, this here, guys, you can see it was done for 4 or 5 months there. That's with the owner's friends were coming in, okay? So it's not an online thing. It's not like an online investment that me and you can do kind of thing like that. This was the private pool, probably like family members and close friends, like people they went to college and university with and that sort of thing, did it. And then this is when the public pool started. So the public pool, like when me and you and blah, 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 could promote it, could join it, that kind of thing, guys, started like 2.5 years ago or so there, as you can see there. So the start of the public pool. So that's a lot of data, guys, that they have to go off. So I'll get off her page because she probably doesn't want people seeing that. But anyways, we'll get going here. Okay, so once again, like check out all this stuff, guys. See the links in the video description. But once again, I'm not done. I'm going to keep on going for you. And I'm going to try and answer every single question that you would have in this video if you're looking to join, okay? If you've joined, then you want to see a presentation video, not a presentation, an orientation video of the back office. And most members that you join have that kind of content, okay? So here you go. So we'll go here to the next screenshot. And we're going to actually start talking about the different types of investment plans, okay? So we'll bring up this. This is my screenshot I have of the investment plans. And I'm going to refer this screenshot here, guys, to the actual website, back office, in my back office there. And we can go over and I'll talk about what it means and stuff like that. Because this is actually one of the biggest questions that I have from people is, what does this 50-50 mean here? Like 50% on a $100 investment. Okay, so remember when I said before about your investment funds and your testing funds. Okay, so the testing funds in this system is $100. Okay, so if you're looking at this system and you want to join it and you have $10, I'm very, very sorry, but you cannot invest through the S group. Okay, the minimum deposit for investment is $100 and you're only earning a 50% of the earnings. Okay, so this is how this company makes money. Okay, so this is another big question, because once I show you the comp plan in here, you'll think like, how can they pay that comp plan? This doesn't make any sense. But if you understand the investment percentages, you understand how the comp plan works. But if I was to show you the comp plan right now, you would think it's a scam. Okay, but once you understand the investment end of things, then you understand how the company makes money. Okay, so very important. So you can see here, if you were to invest $100, and I explained to you, we're going to actually, in this video, we're going to figure out that, most of the members, they're only at $100 to $500 and $1,500. There's hardly anybody up here, okay? And that's why this company can do the comp plan that it presents to its members there. And guys, I have, you'll see when we get to the comp plan page, okay, the partnership page, I'm about halfway through it. I've got over 540 or 560, I believe now, members under me. So, I've had a lot of bonuses. You'll see in my back office that it's all true, the bonuses and stuff like that. Even though when you see it, you'll be like, holy shit, this is insane, crazy. But it's true, guys. It's really neat how they do it. So we look at this, guys. If you invest $100, the company is making 50% of the profits from your $100. Okay, want to be crystal clear about that, because a lot of people they look at it and they're like, why would a company do that? Why would they take 50% of the profits? That seems crazy. It's so the system can work. Okay, it works with the average human mindset. Once we get through this, you'll realize that. Okay, so your take is 50%. Okay, and on and on and on. So if your investment is $500, and this is a lot of people on my team have come in when they make their investment. They're at $500 to $1,500 is where they start, what I've noticed, okay? The company is taking 40% profits, okay, from the investment, okay? Okay, they're not taking $250. They're taking the profits from the investment, okay? Your investment is withdrawable, okay? So you can actually go and withdraw your $500 if you don't like it, okay? But we're going to talk about that later on, so please watch the video, okay? 60% goes to you, okay? Your investment does not expire. That's another question that people always have is does my investments expire? Like if I fund $1,500 into the system and I get myself to this level here, which is a 65% of the profits, and the company's making a 35% profit off my investment, when I make, say, I don't know, whatever, $1,500 back or something, like whatever it is, $2,000 or whatever kind of thing, does my investment funds expire, right? And the answer is no, it doesn't expire. Okay, so you could, like for instance, me, I'm at the $50,000 level. I pull 100% of my profits out of the system and I keep on earning off $50,000. So basically it creates me a passive income of about $5,000 to $6,000 a month. Okay, so it's really, really cool, guys, if you think about it that way, right? Don't really have to do anything, and I've got this passive income coming in, paying my mortgage and my groceries, and my wife has a car that we pay for and stuff like that, okay? So pretty cool, right? Companies making 35% here, you're making 65, okay? At $5,000 level, you're making companies making a 30%, you're making a 70%, and so on and so on. Until, the $50,000 investment, companies making 15%, you're making 85%, okay? So even though if you invest, say, $100 and you're making 50%, and say you're making 30 cents a day or some days where it'd be lower, you'd make 6 cents or 15 cents or 10 cents or whatever, right? If you get to these upper levels, you're actually making 85% and not 50%. Okay, there's a huge, huge difference there, guys. I really felt it when I hit about a $10,000 investment. That's 75%. It's 25 you're earning 25% more of the daily profit than you are when you're at $100. and you can really feel it there, right? So, set goals, guys. Come in here, do what I'm going to talk about right now, your test funds, okay? And we'll actually shoot over to the website to talk about the testing because it does look different than that. And, it's good to show that. Hopefully I don't get logged out again, but you go to investments there, okay? And this is the same, it's the same thing as that screenshot, which I was showing you there from the presentation. Your $100 investment, right? You're earning 50%. The company's earning 50%. Okay, $50,000 investment, you're earning 85%, and the company's earning 15%. Okay. So another thing, when you make an investment, they charge you a 5% fee. Okay. So why I'm telling you about the 5% fee right now is because as soon as I take you over to the careers page, which is their company comp plan for if you want to recruit and sponsor and stuff like that, if you just knew about the 5% fee, then the company comp plan would not make sense to you because you're thinking, oh, okay, yeah, the company makes 5%. So must be the commission is 5%, right? But no, that's not how it works because as you know right now by me explaining the investment plans and you understand, well, not yet, but I'm going to show you soon that most of the members are here, right? The company's making like a ton off the investments. And now the investment is real. They're actually trading in the Forex market using DDS company. And the company's taking a lot of profits, but they're taking a lot of profits, guys, to pay the comp plan for the people that are promoting. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you promote this. If you're going to join this and you're going to fund, especially if you're going to fund like 5K into here and you have like really good proof of income through the system, pop out some videos like this, upload some videos to YouTube, guys. There's no harm in it, right? And once you see this comp plan, you're gonna be like, holy crap, like this is insane. This is crazy, right? But if I wasn't to show you this and you didn't understand when we get to the comp plan, guys, it would turn you off and you would think this must be some kind of scam because it's just too much, okay? So remember that there's a 5% investment fee. That investment fee is basically a management fee. It's a management fee to get your funds into the trading. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Also in the company presentation, they say things like there's 30,000 members, there's 75 staff. They have a couple offices here and there around the world kind of thing. In Dubai, they have one. In Ukraine, they have one. I believe they have one in Russia. Well, definitely the UK, they have one. So there's offices everywhere, guys. So, this fee here, guys, it's just the administration fee to transfer funds around in the to the brokers and stuff like that. Because if you are traded, it costs money to send money. Even if you own a bank account, you understand that, right? So that's that. Okay, we're going to shoot on over here to the careers page, guys. Most of these tabs I'm not going to go to in the presentation because you don't need to know about them. That's more the back office orientation video. Okay, so once again, I'll say it. If you join this thing, make sure you get the back office orientation video and you understand about the back office, okay? So this is the careers page, which is your, hey, this is my team page here. You can see I got 571 people under me. So this is my team is 571 people. 117 of those people are active. That's actually a little bit above the normal active rate for conversion from non-active to active. Over here is your team turnover. So this is how much these 571 people have funded. So almost $250,000, which is, you might look at that and think like, holy shit, this guy must be something special. But I would have thought that when I first got going too with earning online. But I'm not, guys. Okay. So I want to show you something right now that actually goes with, I want to prove to you that, a very small percentage of people are promoting this thing. Okay. And once you understand the comp plan and you understand the amount of people that are promoting this actually might give you a little bit of an incentive to promote this as well. Okay. Cause I'm a big believer in promotion. Promotion has changed my life, guys, doing sales online and stuff like that. Just alone in this, over this last year here, I've made an extra, $28,000, which is half of my investment basically, or a little over that actually, in just the company bonuses and the commissions. Okay, so pretty cool. Okay, so company marketing, we're just going to shoot here for very quick because I know very little amount of people are interested in this, but you can see here, guys, I'm in the middle of the company for promotion, and I have $250,000 of team turnover. So these guys up here, they have millions of dollars in team turnover. The top of the system here, guys, okay, the three partners in the system, so that's 3 members. This top tier here, guys, is $25 million of sales. 25 million, okay? So now that you see that, and we know that, I'm just going to show this really, really quick so it'll make sense. But the company has roughly, give me 1 second. Maybe I'll go this way. It's easier. There you go. The company has about 30 million investors, okay? So not members, okay? Not just people that have created their account, but actual people that have invested. They've made an investment through the company, guys, is 30,000 people. So keep that number in mind. I'll just show you this as well. They've employed about 75 people around the world to help with the company. And we'll close that down. We'll open up the website again. Okay, so when we're looking at this here, you can actually see where everyone is in the system that's promoting. Okay, and if you go through the numbers here, I have another video out there actually that explains the numbers. Very good. About 3% of the member base is promoting this thing. If we go through the numbers, because this number here would be around 30,000, right? 30,000. So this is 30,000, and then you add all these up and minus it from the 30,000. And that's your members that are promoting, because I'm going to tell you right now, guys, these you add, so 30,000 minus these numbers here, because these 2 levels here, the 7% and the 9%, you can actually fund your way to that percentage. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to open up the comp plan here, and my comp plan's looks a little different because I've completed all these levels in the company here, guys. As you'll see in my account, I'm a level 6. Okay, the company goes to level 12, I believe that's a level 12 or 11 or something like that. So I started at 5% commissions. Okay, so this also deals with, as I was saying before, the human mindset. So the comp plan also deals with the human mindset. Is most people do not have it in them to keep on going with, I mean, promotion, with building their account, with compounding and stuff like that. Most people, they get in there, they have a goal of, I'm going to change my life and I'm going to, get a $50,000 investment here, and I'm going to compound from, $5,000 all the way to $50K. Guys, not to beat around the bush, most people do not do that. Most people, they kind of settle. They're like, I'm making enough to pay my car now, my car payment. And then they start pulling money out and things like that. So the comp plan, people are like the same mindset, right? As the investment is, they have this big goal at the start where they're going to get to, say they think, I'm going to do $1 million of sales, and they're all excited about this and that and blah, 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 blah. And they get going. And then they give up when they hit like $3,000 of sales, and they have shiny syndrome is what I call it, and they go and they start promoting something else. Okay, so once you understand the comp plan here, guys, it might motivate you to keep on going, keep on promoting, and want to team build. And why I'm talking about team building in this video, even though it's a presentation video, is because it's really important to me, guys, because team building, referring, doing online sales and stuff, that's what's changed my life. It's not, investing and taking $5,000 and dumping it into a website, right? Yeah, you can compound and get ahead that way. But if you do that, compound and get ahead and promote and team build and get commissions and get team bonuses and all that kind of stuff, it's like you're earning twice as much as what you should be earning. Okay, so as you can see up here, this is just from a couple days. I'll show you the proof of that. But I've made, into this week here, or a couple days into the week, guys, I've made an extra 178 US. I think actually more than that, because I did a withdrawal of $800 at the start of the week. But, you can see here, guys, $178 there. That's of the commissions that came in, okay? So it's pretty cool. So you can see here, guys, the commission structure starts off at 5%, and then the next commission structure, once you have a team turnover, so this number here would be 3,000, or you can fund your way to 3,000, okay? The same with the 10,000 level, okay? You'd get 9% commissions if this number here is 10,000, or you can fund 10,000. You can make a $10,000 investment is what I'm saying. So a $3,000 investment will get you to 7,000. or sorry, 7% commission. A $10,000 investment would get you to 9% commission, or you can do a team turnover of 10,000 here. Okay. The $25,000 level, guys, is a 10.5% commission. You can really feel 10.5% commissions, because if someone invests $100 into the system, which happens all the time, you'll see when I show you my commissions and stuff. I'm actually going to show you my commissions from the last couple of days, so that might motivate you as well. 10.5 is actually pretty damn good, guys. Someone invests $100, you're getting over $10, right? Okay. You need $25,000 of team turnover, and you get $1,000 bonus. Okay. So when you hit 10.5% commissions and you've done $25,000 of team turnover, this number up here would be 25,000. The company gives you $1,000 bonus, and the $1,000 bonus just comes up here. Okay, you'll just see it right there as soon as you hit it. And I'm telling you right now, guys, it's as soon as you hit it. Okay, you can go to YouTube and you can Google Sincere System, S Group, SSG bonus, okay, or 25,000 level, 50,000 level, and you'll see in video people getting their bonuses. Okay, I've recorded my $1,000 bonus in video. I've recorded my $2,000 bonus in video, and also I just got a $5,000 bonus. I recorded that in video as well. I believe it was the middle of the summer I got that. Okay, so it's all on YouTube, guys. It's documented. You can see this kind of stuff, and lots of people have done that, guys. I have probably, I think, 4 or 5 people under me that have got these bonuses so far, from 1,000 to no one's gotten the 5,000 under me, but because I just got it. But 2,000 and 1,000, I've seen people get that bonuses. My sponsor in the company is here. He's done $1 million of team turnover. He's gotten a $50,000 bonus, guys. Pretty cool. As I was saying before, there are 3 people in the company that have done $25 million of sales, and they've gotten $1 million bonus. Okay, so now that you see this comp plan, if you didn't watch the start of this video where I showed you the investments page, you can understand why I would say this seems crazy, right? It seems like, oh, this must be some kind of scammy thing if you don't understand how the company makes money, because now you understand the company makes millions and millions and millions of dollars per month just from your investments, right? Like it's pretty crazy how they have this thing set up and how they can reward the people here, guys. Like if you look at this, I'm at 13% now. When I do another $256,000 of sales, which sounds like a lot, but you notice there, I did about that much since I've started, right? And if I started in 2020 October, then and at the start you're slower, I'll probably hit this in the next 6 months or so, and I'll get a $20,000 bonus. The company will give me $20,000, guys. So this is pretty neat stuff here, okay? So we're going to shoot on over here back to the dashboard, because I think that you understand, about the comp plan and how special it is and that kind of thing. So the next thing I'm going to talk about here, guys, which to me this is not an important thing, is about withdrawing your deposit. But a lot of systems out there that are, investment-based systems, they actually lock your deposit so you can never withdraw it, or it's considered no longer your funds, and it's actually the company funds, and you're just invested in the company, and the company's basically paying you out. Okay, so S Group does not work like that. The funds are always your funds. It's your investment, okay, that's registered with the company. Okay, so that's why we showed you LEI, I think was the initials for that, their LEI number or whatever it was. So so we're going to talk about this here, guys. This is a really cool thing. It doesn't mean that much to me because, if I'm making $5,000 to $6,000 a month on autopilot as a passive income, why would I want to just get my $50K back when I can make $5,000 to $6,000 a month, pays all my bills, like I basically retire if I wanted to, right? So, but a lot of people will have this question is, can I get my funds out of this thing if something happens? Say they have a month where they actually lose money. I just showed you there from 2018 till now. They've never had a loss. But What if they're to lose 10%? And 10% is actually the maximum of the loss that could potentially happen because they have stop losses across the board at 10%. If you actually go looking at the trading data, you'll see that some trades do lose 10%, but at the end of the day, we actually take a profit 5 days a week. Okay, so I want to say that as well, guys. Look at the trading data, okay, because you're actually going to see something there that they do have losses here and there, but at the end of the day, it works out to wins, even if it's 0.23% that day. You do get something, okay? So this here, guys, if I wanted to withdraw this $50,000, this is where it tells you about this, okay? So what this means here, I can't move my mouse or it's going to go away, you'll see. So I'm just going to have to talk about it. But you'll see it says commission 30%, commission 20%, commission 10%, and then it says no commission. Okay, so what that means there, and I'm actually going to pull up a screenshot, is think of the word commission as fee. Okay, so fee 30%, fee 20%, fee 10%, no fee is the last one. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my screenshot here, which will really help you out to understand about the commission structure, about the fee structure for your investment. That's not it. We actually don't need to show this because I talked about it. The 7% and the 9%. You can actually fund your way to there. Sorry, guys. This might... Oh, there it is right there. I should have labeled them like what they are. I just have the screenshots on my desk. So this is it here, guys. So that first screenshot there, guys, of the 30%. Okay. So if you were to withdraw your funds from 4 to 6 months, okay, from your investment date, they would charge you a 30% fee to withdraw. Okay. So from 0 months, so the day you invest, to the 3rd month, you cannot withdraw your funds. So your funds are in there for 3 months basically, and you can't withdraw them. Okay. I just wanted to say that at the top here. Okay. If you probably, I don't know, say for instance, which hopefully no one would ever do this, but say you used a credit card to fund and you just didn't think about it, and now you're paying 23% per month credit card fees to pay off your investment, which would be stupid for you to do, but who knows, maybe someone out there might think about doing something like that. You would have a problem. You'd be like going into debt every single month if you did something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but you probably could message the company and ask them to have like 50% of your investment back or whatever. They'd probably work out with you guys. They're really, really nice. I've never had anyone ask that or anyone ask me that question, just because when you're making an online investment, you're making an investment. But if you wanted to withdraw from month number 4 to month number 6, I mean, withdraw your investment funds. You can withdraw your earnings, right? You can always withdraw your earnings. And we're going to talk about that next in this video here. But to withdraw your investment funds is going to cost you 30% from 4 months to 6 months, which is actually you're only making a little bit of profit, because on average, if we're making, say, 12, 13, 14% on average per month, and you've been in for 6 months, right? Then you're only, realistically, you're only taking like half to 3/4 of your profits. So you're actually giving them a little bit of your profits back, 30% of your profits, right? Back, okay? So you want to think about things like that, okay? The fee from 7 to 9 months, so we're like over half a year now, guys, is 20%. So, if you wanted to withdraw then, you're only paying 20%. You've made a lot by then, right? Depending on how much you've invested. I don't know anyone that's withdrawn their investment, but obviously some people think about it because it's, this stuff is here, right? Okay. Commission from 10 to 12 months. So basically the last 2 months of your investment, if you decide to withdraw that investment, you'd be charged 10%, which in the long run, that wouldn't really make a difference, right? It'd be 10%. It'd be like you not earning for 1 month, or less than that actually. So, and then after 1 year, so the 13th month, after 1 year from your investment date, it's 0%. So you could withdraw, you could earn for 1 year, basically double to triple your money, right? Depending on where you came in. Because if you only invest $100, you're going to make 50% of the profits, right? If you invest, say, $50,000, you'd be making 85% of the profits. you could easily, most likely, triple your $50,000 in a year and then withdraw $150,000 at the end of the year, if that's something you'd want to do. I don't know anyone that would want to do that, though. But just wanted to go over that in this video here, okay, guys? So this could be a short-term investment for some people out there that just want to turn something into something, right? Okay, so next thing here I'm going to show you is, oh, we already talked about this, but here's that same image that I showed you at the start that was blurry that I sent to my wife and we looked at through Facebook. That's that same image, guys. You can actually see the dates on there. This is the trading data from 2018 to 2020. 4 years of positive trading data, which is basically unheard of, which is really, really good. And that's that, okay? So next thing here I want to show you is just something about the future of S Group, is what they're working on now, because this is one of the main questions I get when members are funding, because if you're not Ukraine-based or Russian-based, or I believe in Dubai-based, you can't fund with a credit card, and you can't fund through your bank to fund the website. And if you don't understand how to use crypto, then it's kind of difficult for you to fund, right? If you've never used Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDT or something like that, it's kind of difficult for you to fund, because it's just something else that you have to learn, is how to use crypto. So what they're working on now, and they presented at their last seminar event they did in Dubai last, I believe is the start of December or end of November 2021, was they presented that they're going to launch a debit system. So an actual debit system that will be out of Dubai, like the banking will be through the Dubai government there, debit system. And they're going to, everyone will be allowed to use the debit system through the website, guys. So that's something we're looking forward to this year. That's a big thing that we've been waiting for. For me with promotion, guys, that's probably my number one like pet peeve, is that everyone wants to join, everyone wants to invest, everyone wants to get going. But then it comes to the time to fund, and they have problems because they don't understand how to use cryptocurrencies to fund. Okay, so next thing I show you here is we're just going to kind of shoot around this page a little bit. There's only really one other thing I would need to show you guys. Oh, there is more trading history here if you want to look. These are just like the most recent trades. So I think this is like the last, not last week, but the week before kind of thing. As they show you that. It's not that much trades. I barely look at that page, but it is something that they show you there, okay? So here, this monthly income here, this is about 2.5 weeks of earnings for me from my 50K there, but that's your monthly income balance, okay? So the 5 days a week that we earn from Monday to Friday, okay? And the reason why we don't earn Saturdays and Sundays is because this is the Forex market, and the Forex market, which is currencies, currency pairs, right, that they're trading. The Forex market is only open from Monday to Friday, okay? So you can't make money on the weekend if the Forex market's only open Monday to Friday. So that answers that question. Some people ask me that, okay? This is your monthly income balance here. You can either just leave the monthly income balance alone, and it'll auto compound for you every single month if you're earning over $15 a month. So if you're a small investor and say you only invest $100, you will not make $15 a month. You'll probably make like $6 to, well, we'll say $5 to $8 on a really good month, right? So that you're not making over $15 a month. So that's why the $100 investment level is just for testing. And you also notice here, I have a $50,215 investment plan there. And then this one here is a $100 investment plan, but that $100 investment plan is still earning 85-15%. Like I'm earning 85%. So, you know, if you're at the middle of the system there, and you're at $10,000 investment plan, you know, and you go and you use your earnings, or you go and you fund $100 into the system to grow in your investment plan, and you buy a $100 investment, you'll still earn at that investment level, which is like 75, 75-20. Okay, so it's not, hey, I invested $100 and my big investment is $10,000. My $100 is not going to just make me 50-50. It's going to make me 75-25. Okay. So it goes where you are kind of thing. Okay. I could have 90 different investment plans and it would add up to where I am. Okay. So that's that. So so now I just want to go over this here, guys, and then we're probably going to end the video pretty soon here. These are my two little investment plans that I have there. Well, the $50,000 one and then the $100 investment plan there. If I want to stop compounding, meaning that my monthly income balance, I'll just click this so you can see it. There's my monthly income balance there, which is like 2.5 weeks of earnings. That number there, okay, at the end of the 30 days, like this investment's been going since 19 days and this one's been going since 5 days there, okay? That investment, okay, if I have this turned off, okay, if I leave this off, so when I want to withdraw, I turn this off, okay? So now, if I want to withdraw, I have that turned off. My monthly income balance after 30 days will go up here to where you see it says $178. That's where your commissions and your bonuses go, is up here. So that, say this was the 30-day earnings is $2,447. That $2,447 would go up to here after 30 days, okay? If you wanted to automatically compound in the system, meaning that the system is just going to work for you, okay, you would leave this on, okay, and say my monthly income is $2,447. What it would do if this is on at the end of 30 days, right? It would create a new investment plan here of $2,447.20 or whatever. Okay, and why I say 20 cents is because these two investment plans are calculated differently. You can see here, this one's 19 days it's been going. This one is 5 days it's been going. Okay, so that 44 cents, right? In 5 days, it made 44 cents there, right? So that 44 cents would actually be its own investment plan, okay? But it wouldn't create its own investment plan because you need to make over $15 a month per investment plan. So what I would do, and I will do this, my next withdrawal is on the 10th. So if you're watching these videos on my channel, you'll see my next withdrawal is on the 10th. It'll be like $3,200 or something like that. Or no, it won't be that much because we've got Friday tomorrow and then Monday. So maybe $400 or $500 more than this, maybe around that. What I'll do is I'll click this button here, and I'll combine my deposits together, and that'll send my monthly income balance up to here. You can do that 3 times a month. So you can either withdraw once a month and just let the system do it for you by turning this off. Okay? If you want to compound, like auto compound in the system, basically, you leave it on and you make sure that every 30 days, each investment plan you have is making more than $15. Okay, so if I have a $100 investment plan here, it means I need to combine my investment plans together by clicking this button here and clicking this button here. It'll put these two investment plans together, and then this $100 would be in here, and it'd say $50,315.79. right, as one investment plan. And that investment plan is definitely going to make more than $15 a month. Okay. So this is what I recommend you do when you're thinking of investing. Okay. If you're thinking, and this is going to put some people off, and some people will be like, I don't want to use this video for promotion, but I want, guys, I don't want people out there thinking they're going to be a millionaire from $100. Okay. It doesn't happen. It's never going to happen in life unless you basically have a fluke. Okay. It's like once in a lifetime kind of thing. And this system here, guys, it's really, really good, but you're not going to turn $100 into $1 million. I can just guarantee you that will not happen. Okay. It's going to take you like longer than your life, probably. Like it'll happen if you do it longer than your life or your full life, but whatever. Right. If you only are going to invest $100, like your investment is $100, I don't recommend this system for you, because $100 is for testing. Okay, remember I said at the start of this video, $100 is for testing. Okay. So when you want to join this system, when you want to be active member, this is what you do. You fund $100, okay, and you test it for 5 days, for 10 days, for whatever. You see the earnings, okay? This is something else you need to do. You come, and this is a bot, and I'm going to show you guys the commissions and stuff that have come in over the last couple days there. I'll show you that later. But you have this group here, okay? This is our promotional group. This is just basically for anyone who wants to join. We just started it a couple days ago. There's only 30 people in here, but you can join that group. You don't have to be an active member, meaning you don't need to invest to be in here. This is just about promotion. We share our content in here and stuff like that. But this group here, the S group channel English, okay? This channel here is for active members. Okay, and this is my sponsor here. This is the guy that did $1 million in sales, the guy I joined. This here is for the English-speaking members who are active, that have joined, like I joined my sponsor, so I'm in here. This is basically his Telegram channel for his team. Okay, there's for his English-speaking members on his team. He's a Russian guy out of Ukraine, right? So there's 154 people in here, guys. So this is where he puts out all the company updates, because this company, guys, S Group, is a Russian owned company. The owner is Russian, like I showed you right at the start. The owners are all Russian, right? The names and stuff. So he'll do all the translation for us. Okay, all the updates, they'll come out in English as well, but he does all the translations for us, as in if we have a question that we just don't understand something, right? Like something is lost in communication through the company, we can go and ask him, okay? So it's really important that you come in this group, right? Because you can just go and ask a question, or you can, do whatever you want here about talking to other members, and you can see other members in here, guys. Everybody's happy, everybody's making money and all that stuff. They share the weekly percentages and the daily percentages and all that stuff. I'm in here as well. When you join and you're not an active member, but you still want to follow the company news, okay? This is the English chat group for the company news, okay? So there's this chat group here that you can get into, and you can just simply message your sponsor, message your upline, say, can you add me to the company news channel on Telegram, or send me the link to it. It's easy for them to get it. You just go there. This is it here, the link. Okay, so you copy the link, and then you send it to the person that's asking for that channel. This one here, this is our team channel, which I just showed you, the S Group EN channel, guys. You have to be added to it. You can't share the link to this one, okay? My little team building channel here, this is about promotion and stuff. I put like free videos in here of how to market and do YouTube marketing and Facebook marketing and all that kind of stuff. I don't care if whoever's in here, it doesn't matter. Like anyone can join this one. This one here, you can just go and get the link for it. It's right here. Add, invite group Visa link. Okay, and you can copy the link and you can share that around. Don't share it with people who haven't joined. Just share it with people that, are like, well, I shouldn't say haven't joined, but like want to join you and them and stuff like that. Like just don't go share it on your Facebook, right? Okay, so that's that, guys. I just wanted to show you guys that really quick. Around here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the, just what's come in for me the last couple days here, just so you can see, that like my account's at 50K, and you'll get an idea of like what 50K makes. People just love to see, like, because it's the maximum in the system of their plan. You can have an account that's like $1 million if you want. Like, for instance, the top guy in the company that hit the $25 million of sales first, his account is over $1 million. Like my 50,000, his is like over $1 million in there, his investment. So he's making tens of thousands of dollars a day in here. But just to show you guys that 85%, what it does here, it can totally change your life. Like if you just stick to this and you focus, it can change your life. Right after this, the very last thing I'm going to show you is the investment calculator. And the reason why I showed you this at the end of the video, guys, is because you can actually get it if you contact the person who shared this video with you, like your upline, right? For the S Group system, they'll send it to you, okay? So I'll show you that calculator and how to use it in this video here, okay? So this here, guys, this was yesterday's earnings. There you can see today here, just a couple commissions have come in. $13 commission, a $1.73 commission. The commission structure goes way down to like 1%. Like I'm earning 13% and it goes all the way down to 1%. So I'm earning off my teams. Like it's crazy, guys, how this thing works, but you know how it makes money. So you understand how that it can work, right? So this here, another $16 commission there. That's just that's come in today, and we haven't got paid yet today. That'll come in at about 9 to 10 EST for me. I noticed we get paid there. Like this is 11 p.m. last night. It showed me my earnings here, and this always comes after you get paid, like a couple hours. You'll see this in your Telegram bot there. So 227 yesterday I made at 0.51%. Okay, and then a bunch of commissions there came in. Okay, so the day before, okay, on January 4th was I was actually away skiing on a vacation, and I made 0.71% that day. I didn't make any commissions, but when you make $315 passive in one day, who cares about a commission, right? So pretty awesome day there. I'll find a low day for you so you guys can see here. So this would be a below average day. So 0.46%. I still made a little over $200, $203. And then, you know, a bunch of commissions came in there. I don't know, maybe 50, 60 bucks of commissions or whatever there. And yeah, so that goes all the way back, guys, to January 3rd there. So it's January 6th now. So that's 3 days that I showed you there, which I feel is pretty good. So now we're going to move on to, the income calculator here, guys. And what I'm going to show you is actually an unofficial, make sure I'm in my right account. Yep. An unofficial income calculator. So this is not something put out by the company. This is something put out by my sponsor put it out. Okay. So I'll just show you this here. So it's this here, and I put it in Google Drive. I can send it to you through Telegram. I think that's where I'm sending it to people, is through Telegram. But this is it here, okay? So this is an example. This is the average as of right now is 14.13%. Average if you have a $5,000 investment. And you know what? I forgot. I didn't finish my talk about investing. So we'll actually get into this calculator a little later here, and we'll finish this off. So with the investments, guys, okay? Of course, I want to have mine off, because I'm withdrawing 100% because I've hit my goal of $50,000. But with the investments, okay, so you want to test with $100, and then you want to see some results. Like wait 5 to 10 days is normally what I tell people that join me. You know, just wait, see some results, get a feel for it. You might not like it. I don't know, right? Talk to other people, join those chat groups, guys, that I showed you on Telegram of the active members and such, because you're an active member. When you fund $100, you're an active member, right? So you can join the Telegram group where the other active members are, talk to them, see where they are, just say, hi, I'm new here, get to know that they're nice people and that kind of thing. You want to, you don't want to invest in a company where you don't like the members, and then make your investment, right? So then plan out your investment. Okay. Like for instance, do not use credit cards to invest, guys. Don't go and borrow money from your family or your friends to invest, right? You want to make an educated decision on your investment. And that's probably one of the most important things that I can tell you is, I got to $50,000 through my investment because I didn't borrow money. I wasn't having to pay off the money that I borrowed, because I didn't borrow money, right? So I actually made a $5,000 investment back in, I think it was around December 2020, and I compounded a lot. Like I think I withdrawed $8,000 or something like that out of the system. When I hit about $13,000 or so, $13,000 investment, I withdrew about $8,000 out of the system. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did anyways. It slowed me down. But then I referred, I sponsored, I brought in a ton of people, guys, over 570 people, as you saw in the video. So a lot of commissions, and I built with 100%. So what I ended up actually doing was building my wife an account of over I think it's almost $12,000 now, with my commissions that I had made throughout the first 8 months or something like that I was in here. And Also, I built my account with my earnings and commissions as well to the $50,000 level. I'm at $50,300 or so right now, right? So, that's what I recommend you do is have an investment plan, use funds that you have and that you're not going to need for your rent money or anything like that, and make a solid decision. Talk to your wife or your spouse if you're married and make a solid decision on your investment, guys, and take it seriously because this is awesome. As I've been saying, I've been online for 13 years, guys, and this is the only thing I promote. I love this system, right? It's amazing, and I really believe in it. And that's why I sat here for however long this is, 50 minutes or whatever, 40 minutes, and done this presentation for myself, of course, to use for promotion, and for anyone else out there that's a member in here that wants to promote, right, and show people this system, except, maybe they don't have the words to talk about it, right? So, if you join this system here, guys, and you get active in it and you want to promote, feel free to use this video that I've made because I've made it for people to use for promotion as well. Okay. So, we'll get going here. So we'll go over to the calculator here, guys, and you can see here, if you were to make a $5,000 investment at 14.13%, which is actually the average percentage as of this month, my sponsor updates this thing every single month. So that's the average right now this month. You can see here that within the first year, your investment would triple if you're making 14.13% per month. I want to say that. Okay. So when I actually use this calculator, I always put in 12% because 12% is actually on the low side by about 1% on average per month. Okay, so when I use the calculator, I use 12%, but the company, this is the average right now. So in this presentation, I'd rather show you the average than 12%. But when you get this calculator, guys, I'm telling you, for the people that join me, this is what I would like you to do is put 12% here, and that's simple to do. You just edit it to say 12, and it'll give you a 12% average there. But with the as of average right now, we're 14.13%. I think I said that in the video at the start, actually. With a $5,000 investment, within the first year, you could turn that into $15,000. So triple your money, basically, in the first year. If you're used to crypto this last year, that might not be that exciting. But if you go back and you look at the averages of crypto over, say, 4 years or something, then this is actually like a very good solid investment because it's coming to you 5 days a week, guys. I trade crypto full time as well. And that's what I made my living off before I did this. And this is awesome because I can sit back and I can relax. And I know that those funds are coming in every single month passively. And I have time to, play with my son. He's 6 years old, right? I have time to play with him. I have time to, I have a car an old Mustang I work on in the summer. I have time to do that in my life, and it's awesome is what I'm saying. Okay. So, so guys, the second year here, think of this, you've turned $5,000 into $50,000. Once again, I want to say this is at 14.13%. So when you're doing this, if you're following me and you've decided to join me, please put 12% there, because that'll feel better on my end when you get a 12% month. Okay? Because it will happen, guys. If you look at the monthly income there, it's not always 14 or 13 or whatever percent, right? Or 15. Some months are 15%, right? So 3 years here, guys. I wouldn't recommend having a goal like this. I'd recommend having a goal of $50,000 if you're starting at $5,000. But if you're just to let the $5,000 rip for 3 years, you could be making about $15,000 a month of passive income, guys, on average at $180,000 investment. That's insane when you think about it. It's nuts there, guys. And once again, that's at 14.13%. Okay. So if you want to go and change this number, you can change this number as well. For instance, if your investment plan is, hey, I want to make a test investment of $100. I want to meet some members in here. That's always recommended. And then I want to invest $1,500, right? You could see, you could type in 1,500 here, right? Do whatever you want with that. And you could see the results from that. As I was saying before, you need to make $15 a month to compound in here. Guys, if you don't make $15 a month, what ends up happening, and I want to go over this as well, your monthly income balance after 30 days it won't reinvest and make an investment plan for you, another investment plan. It'll go up here to your withdrawable balance. Okay, so you're not going to like lose it if it doesn't make $15 a month. Your whatever, your $10.90 or whatever would go up here. Okay, into your withdrawable balance. Anything you see up here is withdrawable as soon as it's there. So that's why I'm saying, if you wanted to withdraw 3 times a month, you could just send this balance up to here. Whatever's here, you can withdraw. Okay, if you want to turn off your investment, if you've hit your investment plan, your goal, like you turn 5,000 into 50,000 within like 2.5 years or whatever it would be, and you want to withdraw once a month and let it kind of, autopilot withdrawal for you kind of thing. Like you log into your account once a month, combine your investments together, and then have your earnings up here, your 30-day earnings, and then you just go through the withdrawal process. You can do that, guys. So you can either withdraw 3 times a month, or you can withdraw once a month and let the system do it for you, basically, kind of thing. Okay. So very, very last thing I'll show you here is the S Wallet, and it's basically like a crypto wallet, USD wallet, flat wallet, basically, that the company runs, and it's just called S Wallet, and that's what we use to fund and to withdraw to. Okay, so I'll show you that. Here you go to merchant, and this is in the orientation video, and then you log into it. You can use the same email or a different email when you create your account for the S Wallet. You have to create a separate account, right? And then I have mine hooked up to my Telegram, so I get a message through Telegram there. It's got its own little bot, and all this is in the orientation videos that you would get from your sponsor, how to do all this stuff, hook up the bots and all that kind of stuff. And there's the little S Wallet there. So this was, I think, a week and a half of earnings or a week of earnings or something like that from my investment. And then what I do here, guys, is I make little investments in the cryptos that they have in this wallet, and I just hold it, right? Every week I go and I buy like 100, 150 or $200 of cryptos, and then I just kind of hold it in there, and I use it here and there or whatever kind of thing. But you can have euro in here, you can have US dollar, you can have Tether, which is a US equivalent crypto. They have BNB, they have SWP, which is actually their own crypto. It just launched like a month ago. It's doing pretty good. They have Tron, they have Ethereum, and they have Bitcoin. So for funding, guys, this is what you can fund with, right? Is this stuff here. So if you're watching this video and your back office looks like this, and you don't see any like use a credit card or anything like that, then you can't use a credit card in the country that you're in. You can't hook up your bank account to the country you're in. But what I recommend you do, if the cryptocurrencies scare you, then join someone that understands crypto, that has funded in crypto, and they can help you through the process. If you've come through my sales pages, guys, I show you how to fund using Bitcoin, I believe. So, that type of thing you can do as well if you're sponsoring. So anyways, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And, if you ever have any kind of questions, you can always probably just leave a comment in the video description below under the video here that you're watching. And that person that has uploaded the video, or myself, if you're watching this on my channel, can respond back to you, okay? So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.